Okay, so good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Celine Akigwe, and this is the right place. You're here at the right time. This is the instant payment system presentation. So you're going to find out how to get Bitcoins for free. Now, Bitcoin is dominating the financial news. Forbes magazine and Time magazine have been writing about Bitcoin very regularly. It's a reality. It's not going anywhere. It cannot be stopped. Government can't control it because it's your wallet without the government. Okay, so everyone should know that cryptocurrencies is indestructible. Until we run out of technology, run out of electricity, it's always going to be there. Bitcoin right now is up more than 40% from the June low. So the June low, it got to like $5,000 or something like that. Right now, it's $8,000, over $8,000, and we're looking at it reaching $10,000 within the next couple of weeks. Okay, so the reason for the rise is that there's been a return of positive sentiment. Bitcoin, as I said, is going to have a good run to $10,000. That's the sentiment. Now, it's the biggest disruption in our history. That's the blockchain technology, which supports the Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies. Blockchain is not just used for cryptocurrency, it's a digital ledger. So it records all sorts of things as well as currency transactions, and that's why it's changing the world as we speak. If you're not with the program and understand what blockchain is and how it can benefit you and your business, then you're going to get left behind. Okay, we're in a new era. This is a new century. This is the next step. So we need to jump on. Now, cryptocurrencies will do to banks what email did to the postal service, and that's why we're having lots of bad news out there, anti-Bitcoin news, anti-crypto, anti-blockchain. You know, we're getting all of this negativity, and who is shouting the most negative stuff? The bankers. You've got Christine Lagarde, you've got Augustin, the head honcho of the Bank of International Settlement. You know, you've got senior figures in the banking industry coming out and saying, you know, that the Bitcoin is a scam, it's a Ponzi, it's this, it's that, it's an economic, environmental disaster. Okay, they're saying these things because they don't want the general public to embrace cryptocurrency, because when we do, and we will, the banks will become obsolete, because cryptocurrency is peer-to-peer. You do not need a bank to, you don't have to charge, you know, pay a bank to send money to another person in a different part of the world. You can do that with cryptocurrency just as the same as sending an email. It's really easy. Now, what we have here is a crowdfunding platform. Now, for those that aren't familiar with the crowdfunding model, it has three elements. You've got the person that comes up with the idea that needs a project to be funded, and then you scout around for people to support the idea. And you usually do this through an online platform that brings both of you together, and so you get other people that are able to help you raise that money. Now, that's the basic definition of a crowdfunding platform. What we have is a massive leverage system based on the crowdfunding model. However, the difference is that everyone gets to get paid. It's called the MLS Bitcoin Club. It's an instant payment system, and it's actually the biggest secret on the internet today. Now, this is the founder, Mr. Gary Perkinson. He's a master trader, and it's actually his birthday today. So it's the founder's birthday. So we're very happy. If you're a member, do make sure you post your birthday wishes to our founder, Gary Parkinson. Okay, he served in the military for 20 years, and he's a computer engineer, and he got tired of being scammed, losing Bitcoin for, you know, on various get rich quick schemes, or new ideas that were coming out throughout the past couple of years, where people have actually lost their money. And so he decided he had enough of all that, and he created this system for members to accumulate Bitcoin for free. And while you're doing that, you get to learn information, financial information that is designed to elevate you and your family to a better lifestyle. Now, the educational content is in 3 phases. So there's a heavy educational content. So phase 1, when you begin, it unlocks educational content that will teach you about your e-wallet, alternative coins. So Crypto 101 will teach you about hard, soft, cold, hot wallets and Trezors, and then altcoins. In the beginning, there was Bitcoin, and then everyone else tried to copy Bitcoin, so they are all alternative coins, and you get to learn about all of this when you begin. Now at level 1, you learn how to incorporate yourself. It unlocks all of these educational program contents as you elevate to each level. Okay, level 2 actually gives you an introduction into trading, and that would be with the foreign exchange as well as cryptocurrency trading. And then when you upgrade to level 4, you now get to learn about how to create your solo 401k plan. Every rich person has one. No poor people have a solo 401k plan. It doesn't mean you own 401k in your bank. It means that you're planning for that to be your, cash flow. Okay, so people teach you, and this is privileged information. You get to, there are many organizations out there that charge thousands of pounds for this knowledge, and you're getting it for free on this platform. Now, level 5 teaches you how to increase your credit score and build your credit up, so that when you're accumulating that Bitcoin for free, you get to repair your credit and become credit worthy as well. Because when you start to accumulate wealth, you don't use that wealth, you don't spend that wealth, you accumulate more wealth, and that's what the 401k plan does. And you will need to utilize credit facilities. Now, level 6 teaches you how to pay off your home in 5 to 7 years, and it's all interconnected, so you're getting valuable information for free. Now, when you upgrade through to level 7, phase 3, you now get to learn about offshore accounts, how to further protect that wealth that you're accumulating, again for free. Now, the icy road to financial freedom. Yes, it's a very icy road. You might wonder, why is it important to be financially free? It's because job security is an illusion. You could lose your job in an instant for various reasons. And what would you do to, as a form of income? How would you survive if you were to stop working? That's why if you're financially independent, you will be able to be secure regardless of whether you have a job or not. Financial independence is important because you are no longer trapped in the rat race. Most of us are in the rat race. We're looking to make money. We're using all our time to make that money. Okay, and it may work, it may not work, but we keep trying. And that is the rat race. And then most of us have a job, we're working for somebody, so we're not independent. We have to be at work to get paid, and we report to a boss. Now, you will be in an even better position to help others when you're financially independent. When you're struggling to pay the bills, there's no way you're going to be in a position to help anyone. You'll barely be able to help yourself. So this is why financial independence is really important. And it also increases your ability to structure work that suits your time program. In other words, you can plan your day, plan it to, without restrictions. Imagine if you could just decide one day to wake up and go on a trip to to France or to Spain, or you want to hop over to Egypt for the weekend. You'd be able to do that if you were financially free, but not if you are working on a Monday, you know, running around on a Saturday, trying to cram everything in and pay your bills and then back to work on a Monday. No, that's not financial independence. We need to get financial independence so that we can help each other, we can help ourselves, and we can structure our lives to suit our lifestyle and not be trapped in the rat race. Now, when we compare one Bitcoin to a dollar back in 2012, one Bitcoin was $10. You couldn't really get that many groceries with one Bitcoin, but by 2013 it exploded to about $100. And so you could really go to town with your shopping with that one Bitcoin. But in 2014, it exploded to over $500. And you could really pack up your shopping trolley and, you know, keep yourself going for a couple of months with one Bitcoin. Now, last year, everyone will remember, one Bitcoin reached a peak of just under $20,000. Okay, remember, 2012, that's 6 years ago, one Bitcoin was $10. Last year, end of 2017, it became worth just under $20,000. Now, the predictions for this year, as I said, $25,000. Okay, but by 2020, one Bitcoin is predicted to be worth at least $100,000. So you would be able to get a sports car with one Bitcoin, okay, a Ferrari or a Lamborghini with one Bitcoin, brand new. But other people are predicting one Bitcoin in 2012 to reach a total of $1 million. So imagine if you're accumulating Bitcoin for free, by 2020, how much would you be worth? Okay, that's real financial independence. And this only comes round once in a lifetime. The last one was the Industrial Revolution, you know, the turn of the 20th century, you know, that was the last big boom opportunity. So we're here it is. We're here now, it's 2018, and we're about to enter a new era. Now, with this platform, we have 10 Bitcoin centers. Now, each Bitcoin center rewards you with 3 payments straight to your e-wallet. Okay, it's a member-to-member platform, so I'll explain that a bit later. So basically, there are 10 Bitcoin centers, and as you upgrade, as you get paid and upgrade, you will be accumulating more and more Bitcoin. Now, we recommend you start at the beginning. I'll show you at the next slide, in fact, how to build your wealth fast, because you can build it slowly. There's no time limits or anything like that, but you know, who wants to go slow? We want to do this fast. We want to get that Bitcoin before it reaches $100,000, because when it reaches that amount, it's going to be very difficult for people to actually accumulate one Bitcoin even. Now, with the basic strategy, the slow track, you do starter level. You start at the beginning, starter level. You pay the one-time payment of 0.0167 Bitcoins. Right now, that's £110. Last week, it was £80. Okay, just to give you a perspective. Next week, it could be £150 when it goes up to $10,000, which it's going to do. Okay, so you pay 0.0167 Bitcoin, and at this stage, this is where you get your crowd. Remember, we're a massive leverage system based on the crowdfunding model. So this is your crowd. Now, you need to bring 2 people into your community, and they sit in your A line. So let me just annotate this. So, done. There we go. You bring in your first person here. Okay, there's a bit of a delay. Just undo that. So you bring in your first person here, and I'll explain it in this way. You haven't yet found your second person. So we're not looking at this box yet. We're not looking at the right side. We're just looking at the left side. Now, you bring in your first person. Now, they do the same thing to start off with. They send in a Bitcoin payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin, okay? And all they have to do is duplicate what you're doing. So they bring in 2 people and they go in here and here, and they're also paying the initial amount of £110 to get started. Now, as soon as your first person brings in their first person, you instantly receive that Bitcoin in your e-wallet. Your first payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin goes straight to you. Now, when this person brings in their second person here, you immediately, they're sending you their Bitcoin to you straight away. This is your Bitcoin line, your pay line, your B line. So you get paid here. When any of these boxes are populated, that's when you get paid, okay? Now, remember, this person, you've only got one person, and that person, and you haven't got your second person yet, but you've still been paid. And there are other ways you can get paid also. So you can also get paid with spillover. So we'll show you that, we'll talk a bit briefly about that later. So now, so you've got your first person, they've got their 2, you've received your first payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin. You've received your second payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin. So now this person here, your second person, now does the same thing as you and brings in 2 people here and here. When this box is populated, you get your third payment, and the starter pack, the starter level totals £330 in Bitcoin. Now, the final box, this final person, is used to recycle you again on the starter level, on the same level. So every level is the same. The final box recycles you on the same level. It starts over again automatically. So it keeps churning over and over and over again. It doesn't stop. And that's why you get the free financial education, because when you're upgrading to the higher levels, you will be accumulating a serious amount of Bitcoins. Now, let's check out the fast track, because this is where it gets exciting. This is where you can make your money back straight away and have enough to upgrade and get to the next level very quickly. Now, you make a one-time payment. This time, fast track basically means you're doing starter level and level 1 at the same time. So let me just annotate. So here you are, you send a Bitcoin payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin for your starter pack, your starter level, and then 0.0462 for your level 1. Now, level 1, there's an admin fee of 0.0055. So the total is 0.0462. So again, the same rules apply. You bring in 2 people, they duplicate what you do. So they are now doing the same thing. They are going to do starter level and level 1 at the same time, the fast track. So they're all paying the same amount that you paid. Now, they bring in 2 people, they duplicate what you do. They bring in 2 people. Okay, so when this box is full, you get your first 2 payments for starter level and level 1. When this box is full, you now receive your third and fourth payments to your e-wallet. When this box is full, you receive your 5th and 6th payments straight to your e-wallet. And this box, when they do the same thing as everyone here, the fast track, is used to recycle you again over on both levels, on starter level and level 1, start again. So it goes over and over and over again, every level. So that's why we're so excited about this. Now, I know what you're thinking. MLS is not a pyramid. Pyramid schemes are what we work in. Your job is your pyramid, because you're never going to earn more than your boss, than the CEO. you're stuck in that position. You can't move. With MLS, you are your own CEO. You can also out-earn the person that introduced you, and the people you introduce can also do better than you. There's nothing stopping you from progressing. You know, even if your people don't do anything, you can still progress if you keep working hard. And you can also out-earn the person that that introduced you. You've got a choice. You can upgrade fast or slow. Everyone you introduce follows you over and over again. So the idea is to make sure that you bring in people that are going to duplicate you so that they follow you. So you bring 2 people, they get 2 people, you get paid, you upgrade. Okay, every level pays out over and over again. It cycles over and over, and you are going to get free financial education because it turns over forever. Okay, but with the pyramid scheme, you've got structure, you've got middle management, team leaders. They are all stuck in that structure, and the hardworking employees at the bottom, they just don't stand a chance of becoming the CEO or of earning the wages that the CEO is on. So this is what we have. It's an instant, it's a 2x2 cycler system, you know. So to reiterate, so this is you in the middle here. You bring in 2 people, A1 and A2. They bring in 2, B3 and B4. The money, the Bitcoin goes straight to your wallet. This one, B5, the Bitcoin goes straight to you, but B6 is used to start you over again on every level. So it starts you over on every level, okay? So that's why we are so excited about this system. Once you start, you don't pay ever again. It's an instant Bitcoin system, and it's member to member. So every time someone joins, they're contributing to somebody's platform. And likewise, when you get paid on your Beeline, those people that go in, they're paying you directly. Okay, so it's possible, as of the 25th of June, to see how you can build wealth via the groups. So with the first group, you know, level 1, level 2, level 3, that pays out just over 1 Bitcoin. You know, just the first 3 levels, you get 1 Bitcoin already. Right now, that's over £6,749. But later on, we're talking about, you know, £8,000, 9,000, 10,000 and upwards for 1 Bitcoin. So if you're on level 4, you can just imagine how much Bitcoin you'll be earning and how much your wealth will increase. Now, remember, I said every level cycles over and over again. Okay, so every level cycles over again. So if you were to cycle level 1, level 2, level 3 3 times, if you had 3 cycles on that, you would get over 3 Bitcoin. You know, that's nearly £20,000, over £20,000. So this is not small money. It's a very serious thing. It will give you financial freedom. This 1 Bitcoin right now is 6,574. Now, basic strategy pays out £330 in Bitcoin. Now, the first time you keep you complete 1 cycle, which is the 6 boxes. When you complete the 6 boxes, that's 1 cycle. Now, once you've done that, you get to keep £26 worth of that Bitcoin, which is not great, you know, which is why we recommend the fast track. Basic strategy is designed to help those people, give those people that cannot afford to do the fast track the opportunity to get started, and to get started in accumulating Bitcoin for free. All they have to do is bring 2 people and make sure those 2 people duplicate. You don't have to stop at 2 people either. You can get more than 2 people. Now, you're going to use most of this Bitcoin to upgrade to level 1, but because every level cycles over and over again, the second time starter level cycles over, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Okay, now with the fast track, with the advanced strategy, it pays out over £1,134. That's starter level and level 1. Okay, now also if you for example, you want to do start at starter level and then upgrade later on, you can do that. Okay, you can do that. So if you can't afford the starter level now, and that's about 100 and we'll see 100 and so pounds, you know, you can do the starter level and then upgrade to level 1 later. Okay, now level 1 pays out £800, over £800 level starter level pays out £330. Now, the first time you get 2 people, they get 2 to do the advanced strategy as well. You get to you get your money back. The initial money that you used to pay to get in, to get started with starter and level 1 is immediately returned to you. Okay, so you get that straight away. You're going to use the rest of that now to upgrade to level 2. Now, the second time you complete 6 boxes on starter and level 1, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin for yourself. You don't need to spend it, or you can do what you like with that Bitcoin, and it's sitting in your private e-wallet. You are the only one that has access to that Bitcoin. So the company does not keep hold of your Bitcoin like a lot of these other companies do. Now, level 2 pays out over just under £2,000 per cycle. The first time you cycle, this time you get to keep £624. Now remember, if you're starting on starter level and level 1, when you upgrade to level 2, you're using profit. You've been paid back the money that you've initially laid out, and now you're using the rest of that, the profit, to upgrade to level 2. And now level 2, this time, the first time you complete a cycle, you get to keep £624 worth of that Bitcoin. And the second time you cycle, you get to keep it all. Okay, you get to keep all of that because you're going to use most of that Bitcoin, that profit. It's all profit now. This is all free Bitcoin because you're not paying anything else for it. This is all free. You use the rest of that to upgrade to level 3. Now that pays out just under £4,000. And that's just with an £8,000 price, $8,000 price tag on Bitcoin. We expecting $10,000 very soon. You know, 40% increase in a month. Okay, listen, this is a real deal. I cannot stress enough to you guys. We need to be taking advantage of this system because it's generating Bitcoin for free. First time you complete a cycle at level 3, again you get to keep 624 worth of that. The second time you cycle, you get to keep it all because you're going to upgrade to level 4, which pays out over £1.5 Bitcoin. Right now, that's £9,875. The first time you get to keep over £3,200. You get to keep that. And this is all free Bitcoin. This whole section here is free. You're not paying any more money from your pocket. Second time, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Okay. Now the game is to elevate the higher levels. Okay. There's no point staying stagnant in starter level, cycling over and over. You have to elevate to the next level. That's the way the big Bitcoin is. Okay, now all the members that you introduce, they follow you over and over and over again. So it reduces the need for you to keep introducing new people all the time. Okay, and once you join a community, you never have to pay again, ever. That's it. Now, let me go. There is an enrollment fee for a limited time of $49. And be quick to recruit your 2, and don't limit it to 2 people. You can recruit more than 2 people. You know, $49, it's a limited time. On your anniversary, there's an annual membership fee of $99 to be paid. Okay, only $99. So when we're accumulating Bitcoin for free, that's nothing. So you see the system in a nutshell. You get 2 people, they get 2 people, you get paid, you upgrade. Okay, it's as simple as that. Get 2 people, they get 2 people, you get paid, you upgrade. It's as simple as that. It's a follow me 2x2 matrix with spillover. So if you're on someone's A line, you might get spillover from that person that will help you complete your community. But don't let that stop you from getting your 2. Don't let that stop you from getting more than 2 people, because the idea is that you want to be getting paid over and over and over again, and you can't do that sleeping. Now, wealth strategies are taught by some of the best, industry's best. So you're getting valuable information, valuable education. It's a global opportunity, and it's got fast growth. The membership is growing rapidly. It's an automated system. It's straight to your e-wallet. So your e-wallet is like your crypto bank account. No one else has access to it except for you. It belongs to you as soon as you receive it. So you can do anything you like, which is why we say when you get paid, when you get your first 3 payments on each level, upgrade immediately, because you're going to continue to get paid on those levels, and you won't need to spend that free Bitcoin to upgrade again because you've already upgraded. And every level pays out over and over and over forever. You'll be getting Bitcoin for free. I keep emphasizing it enough. You're getting Bitcoin for free, and you'll get free financial education as well. Now, all that remains is for you to choose your strategy. Advanced strategy right now is costing £460. The basic, and that includes starter level, level 1, and the activation fee. Basic strategy is now £156. That includes the starter level and the activation fee. So that's the total amount. Write down this amount of Bitcoin. You need 0.0699 Bitcoin for your advanced strategy. Once you order that, everything you'll be able to cover: the starter level, level 1, and the activation fee. For basic strategy is 0.0237 Bitcoin. That covers the starter level and the activation fee. So once you buy that amount of Bitcoin, you're covered, and you won't have to do it again, because all you'll be doing from that point onwards is accumulating Bitcoin for free. So get back to the person that introduced you to this webinar. Join for free. They will send you the link. Tap on the link and join for free. There's no obligation. You can go in there and have a look around, and there are some free videos there for you to see. There's more information there for you. When you go and you use the link that the person sent you, and join for free and log in for more information. Now, what's next? We host these webinars. There was a little hiccup in this new schedule, so from here on in, we are going to be hosting these webinars on a Wednesday night only. Every Wednesday at 9 p.m. on this channel. The training will be every Sunday, as per usual, at 9 p.m. on this channel, where you're going to get some valuable tips, information that will help you accumulate those two people. Now, it's time for you to make that critical walk. I cannot stress enough. Do not hesitate in speaking to people about Bitcoin. It's changing. We're in July. If you cast your mind back last year, and if you look at the charts, that's why chart analysis is very valuable. Look at the charts. Look at what happened historically. The first half of the year is a bit shaky, and then it takes off. Okay, this time, people are being a bit modest. They're saying, 25,000 for Bitcoin by the end of the year. But to be honest, I think it might go a bit higher than that, because we entered the year really coming in January at, $12,000, $15,000. Usually what happens is that it will double that amount or more by the end of the year. So we're looking at 30,000. I would say 30,000, anything between 30 to 50,000 a Bitcoin, because we always experience a downturn in January at the beginning of the year. It's normal for cryptos. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to open the floor to questions. Let me stop my screen share. I'm going to unmute the mic, so if you're in a loud background, please stay muted, and I'm going to see if anyone has any questions. So let me unmute you. Okay, guys, does anyone have any questions? Emeka, hello. Emeka there, Emeka, Toko.
Hello.
Hello, Toko. Okay, so is there anything you wanted to ask?
No, not really.
Okay. You know, we have a lot of activities going on in the world of crypto. Things are picking up. There is a difference. So I would urge everyone to, you know, dust off your shoulders and, you know, start attacking people with the Bitcoin, because it's time. We need to get people to understand that this is not going away. Don't leave it for the elitists to take advantage of this new technology. It's for everyone. It's the people's currency, Bitcoin is. That's why it's decentralized. That's why people cannot control it. So I would urge you all to pick up your phone, go through your phone, speak to all your people, get people to come on the webinar. You don't need to present to people, just invite them on the webinar, tell them you found something amazing, and it is truly amazing. It's a massive leverage system. All that people need to do is get 2 people. If everyone gets 2 people, there'll be a lot of millionaires here in this club. So we need you all to get proactive. It's all about the mindset, you know, all about the information, the knowledge. Get clued up on Bitcoin, know what's happening in the news, you know what's going on in the world of crypto. So when people say, oh, it's good, I thought it went down, you can tell them, well, it's actually gone up 40% in a month, you know, and see how the jaw will drop. Imagine if they were there at the beginning of the month and they bought into Bitcoin, they'll be 40% richer, wouldn't they? So, you know, this is what my advice would be. You know, don't present, invite them to the webinar, and, you know, let's see who is really serious about making money, because this system is here for all of us to make money. Again, do remember to go jump onto Facebook and wish our founder and creator of this platform, Derry Perkinson, wish him a happy birthday. It's his birthday, and it's been a tumultuous year with lots of news and, you know, bad news and, you know, roller coaster year. We can all agree. So, you know, let's try and get this, take it to another level altogether. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to end the meeting. Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for tuning in. The next webinar is Sunday, the training webinar, and please do endeavor to invite people onto next week's webinar. It's recording, so I'm going to stop the recording, and